So hi everyone. So in this class I'm going to discuss about the problems related on the modulus and arguments of the polar form or a complex number. Okay. So if they have given a complex number, we need to find its modulus as well as the arguments. So here is the first problem. So if z is equal to 1, z is equal to 1. So we need to understand the concept here. So they have given that z is equal to 1. So we need to convert this z in a particular or the way of representation of the complex number, that's going to be a plus psi b. So here the real number is going to be 1 and the imaginary part which is going to be equal to 0, or it can be written as 1 plus 0 I, 1 plus 0 I, or we can say that z is equal to 1 plus 0 I. So then, so to find the modulus, so we have the modulus, so which we have discussed in the last video, that is going to be modulus which is represented by r, which can be said is going to be modulus of z is going to be root of a square plus x square plus y square, or a square plus b square. So here x is equal to 1 and y is equal to be 0, because so we know that z is equal to x plus psi y, which is going to be the representation of the complex number. So here z is equal to 1 plus 0 I, where x is equal to 1 as well as the y is equal to 0. So the definition of the modulus, that's going to be modulus r is equal to mod z, which is equal to root of x square plus y square. So here the x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0, that's going to be root of 1 square plus 0, which is always is equal to 1. So then we can say that r is equal to 1. So to find the modulus and arguments, so already we have got the modulus here, so we need to find the arguments nothing but theta. So we need to find the value of theta. So to find the theta, we need the polar representation of x and y. So here, so we know that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So these things are discussed in the previous video. So we know that r is equal to x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So where x is equal to what? X is equal to, they have given 1, so which is nothing but r cos theta. And what is going to be y? Y is nothing but 0, which is equal to r sin theta. So we can say that what is the value of r? R is also equal to 1. So then we can say that 1 is equal to cos theta and 0 is equal to sin theta, because so the value of r is equal to 1. So when the theta is equal to r, when the sin theta is equal to 0, when the cos theta is equal to 1, means when the cos is 1 and the sin is 0, so in which angle these things are happen in a trigonometric functions. So we are studied about the 0 degree, pi by 3, pi by 6, pi by 4, as well as the pi by 2. So these things already learned in the previous years. So here, so when the theta is equal to 0, the value of the cos theta which is equal to 1 and the value of sin theta which is equal to 0 is going to be the required argument, or we can say that amplitude, or we can say that theta. So that particular theta is going to be an argument of the complex number as well as the amplitude of the complex number. So here we are getting with the r is equal to 1, that's going to be modulus is equal to 1, as well as the theta which is going to be equal to 0. Okay, so this is the first question which is related on the to find the modulus as well as the argument of the function. Okay, the second question is going to be z is equal to minus 3, so which is familiar with the previous problem. So z is equal to minus 3, which can be represented as z is equal to minus 3 plus 0 I. Okay, here x is equal to minus 3 and y is equal to 0, then modulus which is equal to mod z, r we can represent it by r, which is equal to root of x square plus y square, that's going to be root of minus 3 whole square plus 0 square, which is equal to 3. So then you can say that because the minus 3 whole square is going to be under the root, that's going to be equal to 3. So cos theta, or we can say that r is equal to 3 here. To find the argument, we need the value of r cos theta as well as r sin theta, r with respect to x and y. So we can say that x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So here similarly x is equal to what? Minus 3 and r cos theta, and y is equal to, which is equal to 0, again which is nothing but r sin theta. So here we can say that minus 1 which is equal to cos theta, because the r is equal to 3, then minus 3 divided by 3, that is going to be equal to minus 1, which is nothing but cos theta. Similarly 0 by 3, that's going to be equal to 0, which is equal to sin theta. So then observe carefully here. So when the cos theta is equal to minus 1, when the sin theta is equal to 0, so when the theta is equal to pi, so these things are going to be happen, because when you consider the trigonometric functions with the angles and the values, that's going to be equal to cos theta, which is minus 1, and sin theta, which is equal to 0, when the theta or when the angle that's going to be equal to pi, or we can say that 180 degree. So these things are going to be happen. Okay, so then theta is equal to what? Pi, which is required argument of the given complex number, that is equal to z is equal to minus 3, or we can say z is equal to minus 3 plus 0i. Okay, so just pause the video to note it down. Okay, the next question is z is equal to I, so which can be represented as 0 plus I, 0 plus 1i, or we can also represent 0 plus I. Okay, so then it's going to be, so we need to find the modulus. So the value of x is equal to 0 and the y is equal to 1, so then we can easily say that r is equal to 1 itself. So to find this one, so modulus, which is equal to modulus of z, which is equal to r, which is nothing but root of x square plus y square, so it's nothing but 0 square plus 1 square, which is equal to 1, which is equal to 1, or we can say that r is equal to 1. So that's going to be the required modulus of the complex number. So then cos theta, or cos theta is equal to x, and y is equal to r sin theta. So we can easily say that cos theta is which is equal to 0, because where x is equal to 0, so 0 by 1 is also equal to 0, then sin theta, which is equal to 1, because the value of r is equal to 1 and the value of y is equal to 1, then 1 by 1 is also equal to 1. So when the cos theta is equal to 0 and sin theta is equal to 1, so in which cases these things are going to happen? So when the theta is equal to 90 degree, then sin theta, which is equal to 1, and the cos theta, which is equal to 0, we can say that the argument r theta, which is equal to pi by 2. So that's going to be equal to pi by 2, or we can say that the argument or the required amplitude of the given complex number, which is going to be equal to pi by 2. Okay, so well, this is going to be the second question or the next question to find the modulus as well as the argument of the given complex number. So here they have given z is equal to 1 plus 2i, which is divided by 1 minus 3i. So is this in the standard form of the complex number? No. So standard form of the complex number, that's going to be equal to z is equal to a plus ib, or we can say that z is equal to x plus iy. So we need to convert these things, 1 plus 2i divided by 1 minus 3i, in the standard form of the complex number. So to convert this standard form of the complex number, we need to take the conjugate of the denominator. So we have the denominator 1 minus 3i, that's going to be conjugate 1 plus 3i. We need to multiply these two things in the both the numerator as well as the denominator to convert these things in a standard form. Okay, so here they have given z is equal to 1 plus 2i divided by 1 minus 3i, so which is into 1 plus 3i, that's going to be the required conjugate, so 1 plus 3i. So here we need to multiply these things, so 1 into 1, that's going to be equal to 1, 1 into 3i, that's going to be 3i, plus 2i into 1, that's going to be equal to 2i, plus 2 into 2i into 3i, that's going to be 6i square, divided by, so here they can easily say that 1 square plus 3 square, because a minus b whole square, or we can say that a minus ib into a plus ib, that's going to be equal to a square plus b square, because the negative sign, that's going to be multiplied with the I square, the value of I square, which is equal to minus 1. So then these things are going to be multiplied. So here we can say that 1 as it is plus 3i plus 2i, that's going to be equal to 5i minus 6, because the value of I square, which is equal to minus 1, so minus 1 into 6, that's going to be minus 6 divided by 10, because the value of 1 square is going to be equal to 1, and the value of 3 square, which is equal to 9, so 9 plus 1, which is equal to 10, or we can say that minus 5 plus 5i, which is divided by 10. still it is not in the standard form of the complex number, so we need to convert these things. So we can say z is equal to minus 5 by 10 plus 5 by 10 into I, or we can say that minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 I. Okay, minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 I, which is in the standard form of the complex number, where x is equal to minus 1 by 2 and y is equal to plus 1 by 2. So here we can easily find the modulus. So modulus is equal to, which is nothing but mod z, which is equal to r is nothing but root of x square plus y square. Then the value of x square is going to be equal to root of minus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole square. So we can say that 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 under the root we can say that root of 2 divided by 4. Okay, 2 divided by, sorry, okay, is going to be 2 divided by 4, or we can say the root of 1 by 2, or we can say that 1 divided by root 2, which is equal to r. The value of r, which is nothing but root of, sorry, 1 divided by root of 1 divided by root 2, that's going to be equal to r. R is nothing but the modulus of the complex number. So they have given, so 1 plus 2i divided by 1 minus 3i, we are just converted these things in a standard form, and we are getting with the value of x and y. So we are converted, or we are finding the value of the modulus r nothing but the z, sorry, mod z, r nothing but the r. So then r is equal to 1 divided by root 2. So to find the argument or the amplitude of the given complex number, that's going to be r cos theta, which is equal to x, and y is equal to r sin theta. So value of r, again we have known that 1 divided by root 2, and value of x is, we know that is going to be equal to minus 1 by 2. So 1 divided by root 2 cos theta, which is equal to minus 1 by 2, and y we know that 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by root 2 sin theta. So then we can clearly say that cos theta, which is equal to minus 1 divided by root 2, and the sin theta, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2. So we can say that, so theta, we need to find the theta. So observe carefully. So they have given cos theta, which is equal to minus 1 divided by root 2, so then sin theta, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2. So when the theta, so when this theta, which is equal to pi minus pi by 4, because when the cos theta, which is going to be negative value, and sin theta, which is going to be positive value. So when these things are happening in, suppose if we consider only the minus sign, sorry, only the plus sign, 1 divided by root 2 and divided by 2, we can easily say that it's going to be pi by 4. But when you consider one of the cos theta is going to be minus negative sign, and one of the sin theta which is going to be in a positive sign, so we can use that going to be equal to pi minus theta. So here the r, we can say that, so it's going to be pi by 4, we can say that pi minus pi by 4, which is going to be 3 pi by 4, which is going to be equal to theta, or the required argument of the complex number, that's going to be theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. Okay, observe carefully, I'm going to explain again and again, because this is the format. So they have given, so z is equal to 1 plus 2i divided by 1 minus 3i. So they have given in a, not in a standard form of the complex number, so we need to convert these things in a standard form, so that, so we are going to multiply the conjugate of the denominator to the numerator as well as the denominator. So conjugate is going to be 1 plus 3i, we are going to multiply these things in a both numerator as well as the denominator. So we are just multiplying the things, so we are getting with 1 plus 2i plus 3i minus 6, because the value of the I square is going to be minus 1. So plus 6 into minus 1, that's going to be equal to minus 6 divided by 1 plus 9, because the value of 1 square plus 3 square, that's going to be equal to 10. So then by calculating these things, we are getting minus 5 plus 5i divided by 10, so which is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2i. So then the modulus, so we know the modulus value, that's going to be the mod z or the r, which is equal to root of x square plus y square. So here they have given x is equal to minus 1 by 2 as well as the y is equal to 1 by 2. So then under the modulus, under the root of, that's going to be x square, that's going to be minus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 whole square, that's going to be equal to root of 2 by 4. Okay, so here they have given the root of 2 by 4. So then, so under the root of 2 by 4, it's going to be equal to root of 1 by 2, or we can say that 1 divided by root 2, which is equal to the value of r. So then you need to find the argument or the theta. So we know the concept, r is equal to cos theta, sorry, x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta, which is similar to the 1 divided by root 2 cos theta, which is equal to minus 1 divided by 2, and y is equal to 1 by 2, and r is equal to 1 divided by root 2 sin theta. So by calculating these things, by observing the signs of the given trigonometric functions, then we can easily say that theta, which is equal to pi minus pi by 4, which is nothing but 3 pi by 4, is going to be the required argument of the complex number. Okay, so just pause the video to note it down. Okay, I'm going to give some more problems which is related on the modulus and the arguments, to find the modulus and arguments. So the first question is going to be z is equal to minus 8i. So here the real part is going to be equal to 0, only they have given imaginary part. And the second question is z is equal to 1 plus I. So they have given x is equal to 1 as well as the y is equal to 1. And the next one, z is equal to root 3 plus I, root 3 plus I, or we can say this z is equal to root 3 minus I. So we need to verify these two things because they have given root 3 plus I and z is equal to root 3 minus I. So we need to analyze these things and we need to find the value of the r as well as the theta. And the next one is z is equal to minus root 3 plus I. This is going to be the next question. So here the imaginary part, which is equal to 1, and the real values, that's going to be equal to root minus root 3. So the next question is going to be z is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3. Okay, so here it can be written as minus 1 plus minus root 3 I. Here the x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to minus 3. So this is the problem, z is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3. Okay, so you need to find the modulus as well as the argument. Argument is nothing but theta. Okay na. So ನಾವು r ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು as well as theta ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So then z is equal to next one 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I, which is similar to the previous problem which we have solved here. So we need to multiply the arguments or the conjugate of the denominator in the both numerator and denominator. Then we convert these things in a standard form of the complex number. Then we need to analyze the value of x as well as the y. So then we need to convert these things. So and we need to find the modulus, that's going to be equal to root of x square plus y square, and we need to find the theta by using the signs and the values, corresponding values. We need to find the theta. Okay, so and the next one is z is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I, 1 divided by 1 plus I, 1 divided by 1 plus I. Okay, so it is also similar to the previous one. So we need to multiply the conjugate of the denominator in the both the numerator as well as the denominator to find the values of the standard form of the complex number. Okay, so just pause the video to note down the questions. Okay, I'm going to solve this question. Z is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I. So I'm going to multiply the conjugate here. So that's going to be 1 minus I divided by 1 minus I, which is going to be 1 minus I into 1, that's going to be 1 minus I divided by, so the value of 1 minus I into 1 plus I, that's going to be equal to 1 plus 1. So it's going to be 1 minus I, which is divided by 2. Okay, so we can say that 1 divided by 2 plus of minus 1 by 2 into I. So that's going to be equal to z. So where z is equal to 1 by 2 plus of minus 1 by 2 into I. So here the value of x is equal to 1 by 2 and the y is equal to minus 1 by 2. So then modulus, so then modulus is equal to mod z, which is equal to r, is nothing but root of x square plus y square. So here they have given root of x square is going to be 1 by 4 plus of 1 by 4. So answer, we know that 1 divided by root 2, that's going to be equal to 1 divided by root 2, that's going to be r. So then r cos theta, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2, because the value of x, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2, and the value of r sin theta, which is again is going to be equal to y. So the value of y, which is nothing but minus 1 by 2. So then when you consider this r is nothing but 1 divided by root 2 cos theta into 1 divided by root 2, and r is 1 divided by root 2 sin theta, which is equal to minus 1 by 2. Then the 1 divided by root 2, 1 divided by 2 cancel in the both sides. Okay, So then we are getting with what is going to be equal to 1 divided by 2, sorry, 1 divided by 2, this one. So that's going to be 1 divided by root 2 here. So then cos theta, which is equal to 1 divided by root 2, as well as the sin theta, which is going to be equal to minus 1 divided by root 2. When you consider these two things, so here the x is equal to 1 divided by root 2, 1 divided by root 2. Okay, so then when you consider these things, cos theta is going to be get 1 divided by root 2, as well as the sin theta is going to be equal to minus 1 divided by root 2. So we can say that when the theta is nothing but minus pi by 4, when the theta is minus 1 by 4, so these things are going to be satisfied because cos theta is positive and the sin theta is negative. So then the theta, which is equal to minus pi by 4, is going to be the required argument of the given complex number. So that's going to be equal to z is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you.